winning or losing that fight. Obviously you want to win, you're in training camp, you put your heart and soul into something.
Jump. 5.
Brilliant. Tyson's here with us, and he's looking in unbelievable shape. I've never seen him with abs. He got abs.
Inside Tyson Fury's camp ahead of his rematch with Oleksandr Usyk, the atmosphere is intense and focused. Fury is pushing himself to new limits during sparring sessions, refining his technique and testing his endurance against diverse sparring partners. Known for his adaptability, Fury uses these sessions to hone his unorthodox style, combining agility, power, and mental sharpness. His training camp emphasizes conditioning, footwork, and strategy, ensuring he's prepared for Usyk's speed and precision. Trainers and experts alike note Fury's heightened focus, with reports suggesting he's in the best shape of his career. This preparation reflects his determination to reclaim dominance.
Hey guys, Tyson Fury here. Back in the gym, as you can see, counting down the days until I can get my attention on Usyk. December the 21st is going to be my time. I've done everything in boxing, but I ain't come back from a loss. And I relish it, the chance to come back and redeem myself. Get up, December the 21st is all me. Undisputed, here we come.
During the face-off on DAZN Boxing, Tyson Fury and Oleksandr Usyk both dismissed the significance of their first match, emphasizing that the outcome of the rematch is what truly matters.
Time has come to do it again. Usyk versus Fury 2 is on the way live December 21st from the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia.
Fury stated that he has no regrets about his previous performance, asserting that he believes Usyk's victory was influenced by the referee's leniency and sympathy due to Ukraine's wartime struggles. Usyk, however, remained composed, reiterating that the past is irrelevant and that the focus should be on their next clash. The exchange highlighted their contrasting approaches, with Fury vocal and opinionated, while Usyk maintained his characteristic calm and determination.
But if Tyson think what Tyson win, no problem. For me, no problem. Listen, we have one more fight, 21st December.
You know, he's a boxer, I'm a boxer. You know, it was a great fight. Regardless of the decision, I've said this many, many times, he gets the W, fantastic for him and his family, well done, congratulations. Like I said, God gave him the result, fantastic. But regardless of that, even from my point of view, it was a great fight to watch for the fans. I'm sure that they were entertained, it had everything. It had me doing great things, him doing great things, it was a great fight. And that's why we get to do it again on December the 21st.
Tyson Fury has expressed confidence in his abilities, emphasizing his knowledge of boxing rules and strategies. His self-proclaimed focus on mastering the art of the sport is a testament to his commitment to being an educated heavyweight boxer.
I'm a very, very, very educated heavyweight boxer. I know it from inside out. So, if it was easy to walk Usyk down with your hands up like that there, walking forward, then that's Anthony Joshua's style. That's Daniel Dubois' style. They're big, strong men who walk someone down with their hands up and batter them into submission and knock them out. They couldn't do it. My style is slickness, jabbing, moving, slipping and sliding. Why would I give that up to walk forward like that with my hands around my head? It doesn't make sense. I wouldn't do it. So all I've got to do to win this rematch, little tiny adjustments. And I mean small adjustments. A little bit more focus on my job. Boom, boom.
More uppercuts.
Serious, do you know what I mean? Just a serious, version of what I already did. Not go forward like this or like this. Just boxing. I've told him what I'm going to do. He said, oh, what's the game plan? I said, there's no change, mate. It was a nip and tuck fight. You got the decision. Fantastic. I'm doing exactly the same. I'm going to box behind the lovely long jab. Going double feinting, double feinting, body, uppercuts to the head, uppercuts to the body.
Fury has vowed to bring heightened focus into the rematch and is perfecting his jab and chin techniques. These are key elements he believes will give him the upper hand in the upcoming fight.
I'll be focusing a bit more. Obviously, I know he can hurt me, and I'll just focus a little bit more and I should get the job done. Simples. But as for drastic changes where I'm just going to go forward and give it 3 or 4 rounds and then lay over, nah.
Lawrence Okolie, who has sparred with Fury, highlighted that Fury came close to winning in their first bout. Okolie sees potential for Fury to capitalize on lessons learned in the rematch.
I still believe that Fury is going to win. I thought he would win the first fight. They had a really close fight. You know, Usyk did have some great moments that obviously keep getting replayed. But outside of that, you know, he was landing good uppercuts, good body shots, was really switched on in there. But I think going forwards, he needs, in this fight, to just maybe do the stuff he did, but with a lot more conviction and staying on it. And I think he's got enough to sort of run ahead with it.
You fancy Fury decision win, yeah?
Yeah, I think Fury decision win. I think it'll be hard for him to get a stoppage. But if he comes out and, you know, it's different because Wilder and Usyk are so completely different in style, but they're not too dissimilar in weight. You know, treat it like how he treated Cunningham, treat it like how he's treated, you know, White, where you're boxing, but then you're still got one hard shot at a time. I think you might be able to break him down.
Okay. You never sparred Usyk, have you?
No, he's one of the only ones I haven't.
Right. I know sparring with Tyson was a while ago in LA. Was it the first Wilder fight?
First, yeah.
The first Wilder fight, yeah. So it was a while ago. But what was one thing when you were in the ring with Fury that you didn't quite expect that he was really good at?
Avoiding headshots, getting caught in the head.
One of Fury's standout abilities, as noted by experts, is his aptitude for evading headshots. This defensive skill has played a pivotal role in his career success and will likely be a crucial asset in the rematch.
Just sort of grafted his body and, you know, then eventually started trying to... But from round one, he moves well and he's constantly sort of... he was anyway, he boxes slightly differently now, but he's always moving and feinting and touching his feet, like just creating different stuff for you to look at, where you're always having to sort of kind of watch what he's doing as opposed to I'm going to hit his chin. So it was, good.
Pundits believe Fury's current mindset is the best it has ever been. Many argue that this focus and determination make him the favorite to emerge victorious in the rematch.
The rematch playing out? Oh, I think Fury will win this time on points. I think it's just, you know, maybe underestimated or whatever, but there wasn't much in it last time. He did lose a fight, excuse me, but I think, you know, he's been like laying a low profile, hasn't he? So, you know, I think he's more focused than he's ever been for anything in his life. I mean, AJ's come back and won, you know, and I think Fury will want to do that as well after his first defeat.
Fury's statement, "I'm not worried about what Usyk's gonna do, I'm just worried about what I'm gonna do," reveals his inward-focused preparation. He is channeling all his energy into refining his own performance.
I've always done well with him, so listen, I'm not worried about what Usyk's gonna do. I'm only worried about what I'm gonna do, and that's it.
Why is he better than Vladimir Klitschko?
He's just more mobile, he's got better footwork, he's got better angles, and I seen him sparring one time and Usyk boxed the head off him.
Really?
Yeah.
When was that?
When Klitschko was going to do the rematch with me, that never happened. He was sparring Usyk and he was getting his head jabbed off.
The point was going to be Bellew, Chisora, Dubois, Joshua, all Brits. You're the one who stands last.
Yeah, I'm the last one. Save the best to last, I suppose.
Is he vulnerable to the body, Oleksandr Usyk?
I think anybody is, aren't they? If anybody gets hit with a good body shot, they'll be crippled. It's just about getting hit in the right place. Anybody will be hurt with body punches or head punches. I don't think there's no such thing as not being hurt to the head or body. If you get hit properly, you're going to be hurt.
You mentioned Vladimir Klitschko. You've obviously sparred the best, fought the best, but within Europe, how have you found like the European heavyweights when you've sparred them years ago, when you've boxed them?
I've always done well, obviously. I'm 35 unbeaten fights in 16 years of pro, so I've done pretty well with Americans, Europeans, Africans, whoever they might have been.
Analysts are convinced that Fury's ability to hurt Usyk, demonstrated in their first fight, will be even more evident in the rematch. Fury's power is a significant factor in the upcoming clash.
With Fury, you never know. I imagine towards Fury this time on the rematch.
Do you think that he could stop Usyk, or do you think it would be a points thing?
I think it'll be a points. I think he'll hurt him a few times in the fight. I think both men will be hurting in the fight a few times, but I think a points win for Fury. I'm edging towards that.
Trainer Adam Booth has cautioned against Fury's potentially reckless approach. While Fury's aggression is a weapon, Booth emphasizes the importance of calculated moves to avoid exposing vulnerabilities.
Usyk versus Fury 2, Tyson says it's got to be heavier for the rematch. Feel that's the right way, a heavier. Fury might be able to turn what was a close defeat into a victory.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably just one element of it. It's not just about being heavier, it's how you go about applying that. And Tyson's a very clever fella. He's got a clever team around him, so whatever they do is going to be a method to that madness, and I'm looking forward to seeing that one as well.
Fans and analysts have observed that Fury managed to hurt Usyk during their initial encounter. Many believe he will refine these moments of dominance and build upon them in the rematch.
I don't know. The first fight, I thought the early rounds, it was all Fury. Fury was looking great. but Usyk has that like unbelievable engine, so he come on strong at the end. So I thought the fight you could without the knockdown they gave it to Usyk, but it was kind of like a 50-50. I thought it was a kind of like a draw. So it's another interesting fight. You don't know what way it's going to go because Usyk showed that he can be hurt by Fury. Fury showed that he has to know how to beat him, but Usyk did hurt Fury, and so I don't know. It's just a toss-up.
Acknowledging his own shortcomings in the first fight, Fury promises to be more focused and reduce his playful antics during the rematch. This shift could mark a critical turning point in his approach.
I don't think I can be any better than what I did, because I think it was probably one of the best performances that I've ever done in my life. Although it didn't get the result, I thought it was a very fantastic performance against one of my best opponents. So can I be any better? Can I do any better? I can be more focused and less clowning, and I think that's enough. You know, maybe if he chucked that punch, hit me with 100 times and maybe not done any damage, but you know, the one time it did, and that's it. That's all she wrote, really.
There's a lot of the journalists were saying that Usyk is now up there with all the legends of the sport: the Muhammad Alis, the Fraziers, the Foремans, the Joe Louis as being one of the greatest, and certainly the greatest of his generation. And I'm pleased they've said that.
Renowned commentator Paul Smith has voiced his belief that the rematch favors Fury. He points to Fury's excellent physical and technical preparation as indicators of an impending triumph.
I think, again, this is another one of them fights where timing will come into it, and I think after Ngannou, after the last Fury Usyk fight, I think maybe we've seen Tyson's best days, and I'd love him to do it. I really like Usyk. How could you not? I love Usyk, and Fury's been an unbelievable advert for British boxing, for young kids in this country to see that the heavyweight champion of the world from Britain and from Morecambe, and is a traveller lad, and is a scally, and is a down to it lad just like them. And if he can do it, why can't I do it? He's an unbelievable advert for British boxing. He's earned very well. He's achieved everything in the game, and not just in the ring and his ability. I mean, how he is as a person, how he is outside the ring. And I'm not an Usyk fanboy, but you know, I can't see Fury finding an answer for what I saw in the first fight, and he's going to have worked really hard in the gym, tactically, technically, not just physically. And I'm not sure if that stuff is happening in the gym anymore at this stage. And I don't blame any of them. I don't know how any of them are getting out of bed and getting in the ring and fighting against the likes of Usyk, Dubois. I'm talking about Joshua as well here. When they've got that much money in the bank and they've done that well already up to the game, and they've still got that hunger.
Boxing legend Bernard Hopkins sees this fight as a battle of styles. While he acknowledges Usyk's boxing IQ, Hopkins also believes Fury's size and power might prove too overwhelming for Usyk.
Do you see that fight going any differently?
No. I think the smaller guy is really the big guy in heart and big guy in talent. I just think that, and I've been with Tyson Fury when he fought, most of the people he fought for is picking him to win. But I believe Usyk has his number, and I believe that he's not a big heavyweight, which I think helps him in this particular fight. And I just think he has the IQ that Tyson Fury won't be able to keep up and withstand as time or rounds go on. I just like Usyk possibly by stoppage late and not by a punch. I think it'd just be a mercy call by the referee.
Boxer Joe Cordina has expressed amazement at Fury's physical transformation, noting that Fury now boasts visible abs, an indication of his rigorous training and improved fitness.
I don't think it's going to be like a tippy-tappy like everyone thinks it is. Because they're both great boxers and technicians. They're both unbelievable, and Tyson's here with us, and he's looking in unbelievable shape. I've never seen him with abs. He got abs, so yeah, he's looking in unreal shape. But as they say, a good big guy will always be a good little guy, and in this situation, I think that's what's going to happen. He's looking sharp, although Usyk he's like a bigger version of Lomachenko.
Fury has downplayed the controversy surrounding the first fight, saying it boiled down to biased opinions. He vows to eliminate any doubts by performing decisively in the rematch.
It's just someone's opinion on the night. So yeah, It's complicated, really. I think I won. He thinks he won. I've seen him do an interview where he said, "Oh, I thought I won it by a point." You know, one of the judges had me up by a point, one had him up by a point. It's just opinion. It's opinionated thing if it goes the distance, and that's what you got to deal with. If something goes the distance, you're relying on 3 people's opinions, and they might not all say it the same. So yeah, as if to say, "Oh, this man's beat me, battered me, made me quit or whatever." No, that ain't the case. He's got a victory over me like that one on my record. It's just because of someone's opinion. Obviously, you want to win. You're in training camp. You put your heart and soul into something, and you dedicate it for, I don't know, 20 years or something to get to this point. Me, but it hasn't affected my life. You know what I mean? I don't go anywhere anyway. I just stick around Morecambe Bay, and that's it. I think we're pretty familiar in what I do on a daily life. Hundreds of millions of people have seen it on Netflix.
Clean up the dog shit, put the bins out, etc.
That's exactly. But I can do that, whatever the results is in the next 50 fights. It's not really, unless I get cabbaged or something.
Fury's fatigue in the later rounds of the first fight is seen by some as the reason for his loss. This time, he aims to overcome this weakness and finish strong.
A lot of people are missing the key point to Tyson Fury versus Oleksandr Usyk. I'm seeing a lot of people saying Fury might win a rematch. He was controlling the mid-rounds quite comfortably. But in my opinion, man, Usyk beating Fury was coming from minute 1, especially that 9th round. The same thing happened with Tony Bellew, where a lot of people were saying Tony Bellew was doing well in the mid-rounds, in the early rounds, moving his head, frustrating Usyk, taunting him. But as the rounds went on and the body work continued from Usyk, Bellew got more and more drained from Usyk's pressure. And the same thing happened to Tyson Fury against Usyk. Even though he started to pick up the volume to really frustrate Usyk and he taunted Usyk, he expended so much energy in those early to mid rounds. He had nothing left from round 9 onwards. And it's like, you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't against Usyk, because if you just fight in a slow-paced chess match, he's going to outbox you. And if you pick the volume up and try and keep distance, he's still going to slow you down with the body shots. He's going to find a way in. And Tyson Fury's clearly got a style that doesn't deal well with body shots. I mean, Fury's in for a real tough rematch. It's going to be a real good fight again. I hope it does happen, but man, Usyk's just too good.
With legacy-defining stakes in play, both fighters are set to earn significant payouts. Usyk stands to double his earnings if he secures another victory over Fury, adding even more intrigue to the bout.
$114 million for Oleksandr Usyk, the undisputed or now unified heavyweight champion. Tyson Fury is going to bring home a little bit under $80 million. Who says legacy doesn't pay? When guys say, I only care about money, who says you can't care about both? Oleksandr Usyk has worked his way to these big-time paydays based off talent, hard work, and ability. He didn't cry. He didn't complain. He believed in his talents. He believed in his skill set. He went out there. He did what he did best, and now he's going to reap the benefits tremendously. He took the smaller percentage despite being the more accomplished fighter in the first fight. The second fight, he's going to damn near make double what Fury's making. No complaining, no moaning, no bitching, no negotiation, no disputes, pure boxing, and guys are being rewarded handsomely for their great talents. This is what it's all about. But now I'm kind of sitting here thinking maybe Canelo's $150 to $200 million request isn't as unreasonable as we thought it was. Of course, Benavidez is a lot smaller draw than Usyk and Fury, so Canelo's going to make a lot more than $114 million. Maybe Canelo does deserve $150 million for a Benavidez fight. You guys let me know who you got in a rematch. I'm going to go Fury, and you guys let me know. Do you think Canelo's request, his demands for these big paydays, do you think they're still unreasonable after seeing the purses of the rematch?
Usyk, the undisputed heavyweight champion, enters as a fan favorite. However, Fury's relentless dedication to preparation signals that he is intent on upsetting expectations.
Yes, sir. The rematch is happening, man. It's been confirmed. The rematch is happening. Oleksandr Usyk, the undisputed. I know he don't have the IBF, but for me, he's still undisputed. I see him as my undisputed heavyweight champion versus the former 2-time heavyweight champion, Tyson Fury, the Gypsy King. Man, this is going to be a great fight, man. I'm excited for it.
Fury has reportedly gained weight in preparation for the rematch, optimizing his physique to maximize punching power. This adjustment is part of his strategic overhaul for the fight.
There are rumours circulating that Tyson Fury will come into the Oleksandr Usyk rematch not even a month away. I can't believe time's flown by. His career heaviest. Now, I do believe his career heaviest was somewhere near 280, 270 something pounds against Deontay Wilder in that third fight. Look, man, I don't think he needs to come in super heavy. Like, some people are really over-egging the pudding with this fight, in my opinion. Like, this was one of my best ever predictions, by the way. The first time round, I predicted it not spot on, not down to a T, but it was very, very good. I don't think Fury needs to come in how he fought Wilder the second time and try and march Usyk down, you know, try and grab him, try and wear him down. Whenever he tried to grab Usyk in that first fight, you know, he knows how to control you. He knows how to stop you from putting your body weight onto him. Although I think Tyson Fury should utilise the clinch and still try it at times, the whole jab and grab, use your weight, lean on him and bully him style, I don't think it's going to work for someone as complex as Usyk. Usyk's too complex, guys. This is what I said the first time round. This fight for me comes down to two things. Fury not being able to use his weight against Usyk like he couldn't the first time. That's why he gassed out in the later rounds, because of Usyk's body work. You know, Fury was trying to lean away and be quick. You know, he's not going to be able to lean away and be quick if he's super, super heavy. And he'll gas out even quicker that way. And Usyk was easily able to find the body shots. Fury had leaned back. Usyk could fire the straight left to the body. Just a simple game plan.
Despite Fury's improvements, some critics remain unconvinced that he can surpass his previous performance. These doubters fuel the narrative of the rematch as a clash of belief versus preparation. Each of these elements reflects the buzz, predictions, and strategies surrounding the rematch, providing a comprehensive view of the highly anticipated fight.
If this Tyson Fury versus Oleksandr Usyk rematch prediction doesn't come true, then we won't drink bleach this time as a forfeit. I'll wear a Blackburn Rovers shirt. You know, and that is a big thing for me. Because I'm convinced Usyk beats Fury in a rematch too. Now, a lot of people are pointing out the only reason Usyk got the better of Tyson Fury in the later rounds is because Fury was tired. Now, this is kind of easy to pick apart when you point out the bodywork Usyk was investing in the early rounds. And the only reason Fury had success in the middle rounds was because he was picking up the volume, coming in on unorthodox angles, but he was still getting backed up and pressured. He wasn't clinching as much. I mentioned the Steve Cunningham fight in the last video too, lads, and a lot of you were like, oh, that was years ago, but I said Fury still makes the same mistakes today as he did back then, and against a smaller, slicker, quicker guy, he's going to get punished and countered. Usyk found it easy to get away from Fury's jab majority of the fight, and I don't see what Fury can do differently in the rematch except making it a bit dirtier. But that all depends on what the referee will let Fury get away with. In my opinion, again, Usyk's just got more layers to his game, man. And I think Usyk, unless he's declined because of his age at 37, again, assuming that this is at their best, Usyk beats Fury in a rematch, in my opinion.
That's it for today's video. Stay tuned until next time.